49ers and Browns game. Almost over. We got a nail biter. And now I'll get to the intro. I promise. Then we'll get to the Lions game. 49 seconds left to go. Browns are ahead of the 49ers. 19-17. Injury on the field right now. If the 49ers lose this game, then it could help the Detroit Lions' chances of getting the number one seed in the NFC. And then home field advantage where they get a bye in the first round, the wild card playoffs. Because San Francisco and Philadelphia are like the top two teams. So if they 49ers lose here, then yeah. 49ers also have, I think, Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey both out from injury. I'll get to you guys in a second, I promise. All right. They're breaking out of the huddle. San Francisco's got the ball at the 33-yard line. By Purdy, quick for Snow, first down and more to the 26. They are in field goal range now. Play clock running stopped at 45 seconds. Purdy under center. First and 10. Hands off to Jordan Mason. Gains about 3 yards. Cleveland Browns. They don't have Nick Chubb, but they still have their good offensive line and a good defense with Jim Schwartz as their defensive coordinator. And I think Deshaun Watson's back at quarterback. I honestly haven't paid attention. Spike it. They're sending out the kicking unit. Jake Moody. We Michigan people know him all too well. He missed a field goal earlier today, but he made one also. At least missed one and made one. After this game's over, they should switch back to the Lions and Bucks game, which should be started by now. I'll explain what I'm watching in a minute. Cleveland Browns call a timeout. They're trying to mess with the kicker's head, which is a routine thing. All right, so today, first of all, I'll just say, yo, dudes, Oren here. Oh, wow, they had a brawl earlier in the game. Intense. But welcome. We are here to watch the Lions and Bucks, but right now, which is flexed to the 3:30, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time spot. But right now, we're getting bonus coverage of the 49ers and Browns game, which is a nail biter. Cleveland Brown is up by 2 right now. San Francisco is about to kick a field goal. Moody should be able to make this, and San Francisco should be able to win. Here we go. 41 yards out. Ball is snapped. Kick is up. And it's no good. Oh, my God. It is no good. Jake Moody. Wow. Deshaun Watson's hopping and celebrating. The Cleveland Browns. There's 6 seconds on the left on the clock, but it looks like they have upset the San Francisco 49ers and gave them their first loss of the season. Wow, I did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. Showing it on the replay. Almost hit that orange flag on the top. Oh my gosh. A trap game for the 49ers indeed. The refs are calling a penalty because Cleveland's people went out and celebrated. But that's like the end of the game. Like, it's like, who cares? Whew. The game is not officially over yet. One other thing I'm doing, you might have noticed some missing ones on here. I'm putting them up as we learn the results of the games. Packers and Steelers have bye week this week, so they're just kind of up there hanging out in limbo. And then I got the other teams that finished up their games up here already. These two are about to go up there. That's going to be the talk of the week. 49ers losing. They take the knee. Someone does a backflip in the background. And the game is officially over. They should be switching to the Lions game anytime now. First loss in 16 regular season games. Snaps the longest winning streak in team history. Whew. I believe they're still in first place, though, because Seattle lost to the Bengals earlier today. I have no idea where Cleveland is supposed to rank now. I'll just put them in third place for now. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I got to ask, how does it feel that the 49ers, they kicked your ass, and then the Cleveland Browns wound up beating them? And I know the Steelers beat the Browns earlier, but like the ultimate trifecta between these three teams. Crazy stuff going on there. Anyways, I'm not watching it on NFL Plus today. I'm watching it on D Stream because I knew the game most likely wouldn't be available media rights and all that like on the NFL Plus app. And if you remember watching me during this game, the Lions against the Seahawks, I got screwed over because of that. So luckily, I asked my dad. Shout out to my dad, Todd Shaw, for his username password for his DirecTV accounts, and then I just downloaded the D Stream on my tablet. So now I'm able to watch all the channels on my tablet through that app there, and that's how I intend to watch the Lions game today. Because I know I saw people on social media like asking, well, how are people going to watch the game? Because the availability is not everybody is able to watch the game. So that's how I intend to watch this game. So I'm just waiting for the game to start on my thing. The game has probably already started and I'm missing a bunch of stuff. So let me check the box score real quick. Where am I clicking here? 49ers. I see that Lions game has started and the Lions have the ball. Here we go. Tampa Bay's uniforms are orange, like sherbet orange. 10 minutes, 19 seconds in the first quarter, 4th and 7. I knew the Lions did have the ball, but they must have failed to convert. Bring it up to play-by-play to see what happened. Jack Fox just punted. Calls a fair catch. Down at the 7-yard line. It looks like Tampa Bay had the ball first, but they were forced to punt. So we're one. I'm just getting caught up here. Jerry Jacobs, Jack Campbell. Did Jack Campbell get the start today at linebacker? Kirby Joseph is in. Mayfield had a couple back-to-back incomplete passes, though. So Lions did get the first down on their very first play on a pass to St. Brown for 11 yards. So he's in. That's good. Sam Laporta is in. He got a pass for 19 yards. So it looks like they got a couple of first downs on a couple somewhat decent lengthy plays, but they just 2 first downs, and then they were forced to punt. So I'm just getting caught up because, the broadcast was still on the 49ers and Browns game. And wow, about the Buccaneers orange jerseys. That is definitely a shocker to me. What did I just do? I'm trying to turn down the volume on here, and then it just kind of being screwy with me. And now I'm behind, and I have to fast forward. There we go. That way it's not as loud in my thing. By the way, I'm going to send you guys a YouTube channel, and I want you guys to go over there, so subscribe and give this guy some love over there. Oh my gosh, it's an interception. First play, it was batted up, and then the Lions caught it. Is that Will Harris that caught it? Oh my gosh, they just got back, and then a bunch of stuff just happened. Mike Evans was wide open. Buggs got his hand up. Whew. Buggs had a rejection. Ball goes up. Will Harris catches it for the interception. And Mike Evans was wide open on that play. He burned whoever was covering him. Wow. Wowzers. And Mike Kimber hates Will Harris too, but none of us have a choice but to give him credit for that one. So, by the way, I was saying about Mike Kimber, he, as far as YouTubers, Lions fans goes, he, as far as I'm concerned, is the face of us. So there's a lot of good Lions YouTubers out there, but he's the one guy you go to. So feel free to go over there, give him some love, subscribe to his channel. He's at 46,000, and he's trying to grow it. Goff under center, 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Fakes it. Quick pass to St. Brown. Goes out of bounds, gains a few yards there. He's got a thing going where if you give him a $10 donation, he'll take a shot. And I already participated in that. And what do I get out of it? Us fans who donate that money, we can enter a drawing or prize drawing to win either a little miniature helmets or a Lions hat. So I'm in the drawing. I'll have to check back later to see if I get it. That'll probably be toward the end of the game or the end of the live stream. Goff takes a snap and shotgun, hands off to Montgomery. He's met in the backfield, loss of about 1. Tampa Bay's defensive line is no joke. So the Lions have their work cut out for them, and the Lions do have injuries to their offensive line. So I believe Jonah Jackson's out. Vaitai is still out. So really showing what the depth of the offensive line is made of. And I know what some of us Lions fans were concerned about the O-line depth throughout the preseason, throughout the earlier games in the season, but we're going to have to make do with what we have today. Anyway, 3rd and 8 at the 10-yard line. Hands off to Montgomery, and he's tackled in the backfield again. Kick the field goal, get the points. That's what I would do. And 30-yard attempt. Wiley Patterson is out there. He's perfect on the season so far. The kick is up, and it is good. It's showing Dan Campbell walking around wearing his black shirt. I'm just typing here. There we go. I just wanted to get all that out there right away for anybody who visits my channel. Feel free to go out there. Anyways, I got to update the score. So we have Bugs and Will Harris to thank for the Lions winning 3-0 instead of Tampa Bay winning 7-0. Because on that play, Mayfield was going to pass to Mike Evans, and he was wide open, and it probably would have broken away for a touchdown. But Bugs did a basketball rejection on the pass. The ball went up, and then Will Harris was underneath of it to catch it. So, and unfortunately, the Lions couldn't fail to convert to a touchdown because the Tampa Bay's defensive line is really, really good. But we were in a position enough to get the field goal. So this could be an interesting game because the Buccaneers are in first place in the division right now. They're proving to be a really good team. Baker Mayfield's doing what he's got to do, and Tampa Bay's defense has always been tough. So during their offseason, I thought after that Tom Brady retired, the Buccaneers would be rebuilding mode, and they'd be in contention for the number 1 overall pick. So in my preseason prediction, which I think I made back in July or August, I had predicted the Lions that would defeat the Buccaneers by like 50-0 or something like that. So probably going to be very wrong, very, very wrong about that prediction. So I'm also taken aback by the fact that the Bucs are wearing orange today. I can't wait to hear about what the occasion is for that. Maybe just psychological warfare against me because they heard that I predicted they'd lose by 50 points to the Lions. Yeah, I don't think an average schmo like me would have any influence on these pro football players. So I got my snacks. I made myself 3 ballpark hot dogs. They take the kickoff to about the 20-yard line. I got 3 hot dogs here. I got my Lions bucket here. I covered the top to prevent the fruit flies from getting in because I am eating healthy. I got an apple, an orange, and a banana in there. So there's a flag on that play, that kickoff return. I think I was on the Bucs, number 26. It's showing Dan Campbell, 0-11-1 first 12 games. Last 7 games, 6-1. Oh, on the road. Yeah, Lions have been proven to be a really good team on the road at the second half last year and this year so far. So their only loss this season was at home against Seattle, and that game went into overtime. So showing Anzalone. We heard the news about his parents, so thoughts and prayers with him. Hopefully everything's good with that. I heard they got home safe. So Mayfield under center at the 8-yard line. Running back behind him, hands off to him, and gains about 3 or 4 yards. Who grabbed him from behind there? It wasn't Hutchinson. The other edge rusher, whoever it was. Dave Canellis is the Bucs offensive coordinator. I have no idea who he is, if I'm being honest. 2nd and 4. So a 6-yard gain on that one. Mayfield and shotgun. Quick pass. He gets the first down. Payne Durham is who caught it. They're showing a game break of Moody missing the field goal. You can hear the Spartans fans and the Ohio State Buckeyes fans all chirping about, Moody missing that, I bet. So I'm not going to hear it, and I don't care because he's not a college football player anymore. But, Mayfield fakes the pass. Now he's under pressure. Gets rid of it. Deflected, and the pass was incomplete there. He was under a little bit of pressure there. As far as I'm concerned, this is a revenge game against Baker Mayfield because if you remember, Mayfield was playing for the Rams last Christmas, and he destroyed the Denver Broncos. The Lions had the Rams draft pick, and the Seahawks had the Broncos draft pick. And because of that game, the Seahawks were ahead of the Lions in the draft order, and the Seahawks drafted Devin Witherspoon. But he was tackled. He was down. Jerry Jacobs on there. Anyways, the Seahawks drafted Witherspoon right in front of us. And I'm going to keep bringing this up. I'm not going to shut up about this because I hate the Seahawks because they keep annoying us. The Seahawks drafted Witherspoon right in front of the Lions, and I'm pretty sure they wanted him because of that Broncos and Rams game. And Baker Mayfield helped the Rams destroy them. And that's the same game Patrick Starr was there. He's like, well, that's not what Russ wanted to cook. So I'm hoping the Lions beat Mayfield. And he's scrambling here, goes out of bounds. Hutch pushes him out. Don't give him a flag for that. Don't. He's just trying to get him out of bounds. It wasn't a personal foul. But they're yelling at each other right now. There's a mini scuffle going on. Mayfield was scrambling. Yeah, it pushes him out of bounds. Nothing wrong with that. That doesn't count as a sack, does it? My $10 super chat on Mike Kimber's channel was that I predicted Hutchinson would get 2.5 sacks in this game. And then Kimber responded saying it was going to be difficult because Mayfield is a good scrambling quarterback. So we'll see. I do see his point, but I'm hoping that Hutchinson has a good enough game to be able to do that. I think it's going to be a battle between the defenses in a lot of ways, especially like the defensive lines. The Bucs just punted, by the way. Holding receiving team number 6, 10-yard penalty. Melifonwu, come on, man. I can hear Campbell yelling at somebody in the background while the camera was on Goff. It sounded like he yelled, "Kick! Kick!" Commercial break. Take another bite of my ballparks. Ballparks will always be my favorite hot dogs because as a kid, I saw a Michael Jordan commercial promoting them, and I got hooked on them ever since. I know there's other brands that other people prefer, but for me, it's always ballparks. And my preferred way to cooking them is to boil them. So and I got some green tea right here because I'm trying to drink healthy food. I had a coffee this morning, and that kind of got me pumped up, but I need to be focusing on the tea, but it's a weekend. Oh wow. Can you hear the commercial in this? I'm sorry if you do, but I can hear it from here, and it's a new Patrick Mahomes commercial. Oh, it's for Head and Shoulders. I would not be surprised if we get new commercials with Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Jake from State Farm, Travis Kelce, and then who, all intermingling somewhere. The State Farm PR people would be idiots not to at least attempt a commercial like that. Speaking of which, both Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift made a surprise appearance on SNL yesterday. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it on the social media. So I wonder what they were up to. I had my rant about not letting the Swift Taylor Nation, the Swifties, not corrupting the NFL. And one of the points I made was if the Grammys was full of like a bunch of football fans, like doing their thing, like how would you feel about that? But then I didn't think to factor in the SNL stuff there too, because both Kelce and Swift have hosted that show. So, that's SNL is fair game as far as I'm concerned. We're back, and Montgomery gets a gain of 5 yards. So I don't remember the last time I watched SNL, but I'll watch occasionally. I did see when the Swift does perform there, like she performed All Too Well for 10 minutes on the piano there, and then another song that was in a green background. This is a few years ago, I think. I used to watch SNL back when they had the digital shorts with like the Lonely Island people and Andy Samberg and those people. But that was a long time ago. Goff, fake pass, quick pass to Laporta, and no gain on the play. Tackled out of bounds. On my YouTube short, I gave the Lions all the advantages, but I ran out of time to explain how I thought this would be a close game between two teams. Heck, Tampa Bay might even win this game if they're a really good team, if their defense can shut down everything. Because right now the Lions are looked at one of the elite teams now. They're in like top 5, top 4, top 3 in everyone's power rankings. 3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line, by the way. Goff and shotgun takes a snap. Pass across the middle, caught to St. Brown, first down to the 41. He was hit hard on that play, too. That's always a play that you can depend on. St. Brown on that cross down the middle to catch it for a first down, as long as it's set up with the play action, with the running. It's the Lions' bread and butter. It's good to see you back, St. Brown. He smacked his helmet and dirt was coming out. Glad to have you back, St. Brown. Keep grinding. 1st and 10, Goff and shotgun. Processing across the middle. Gains 5 yards on that pass. Down the middle to Khalif Raymond. Todd Bowles. He was the former head coach for the New York Jets a few years back. And he was the defensive coordinator while that other guy was in charge. And then when he retired and went up to the front office or whatever, he took over head coaching stuff. And I think he has a Super Bowl championship as a player, and then he has one as a coach and as a front office throughout his career. He's been around the game for a while. 2nd and 5. Goff hands off to Montgomery. Bulldozes away, gets closer, down to the 50, right on the Tampa Bay logo. 2 yards away from the first down. David Montgomery, touchdown 6, ranks 3rd. Attempts 88, ranked 4th. Yards per game 92.8, ranks 5th. They're showing that Ben Johnson, Lions offensive coordinator, arguably the best in the game. easily going to get a head coaching job next year if he decides to leave. 3rd and 2. Pass. Caught. Oh, it's broken up. Incomplete. Levante David was covering him, and he broke up the pass. Everything is orange for the Bucs. He caught it with 2 hands, but as he was trying to bring it down, the ball got knocked out. Jack Fox punts it. Down to the... Rolls into the end zone. Touchback. Showing Dan Campbell walking around doing this. It's going to be a grinding game. It's going to be a punch you in the mouth, grind out a win type of game for both teams. Travis Kelce commercial. Kelsey's in a lot of commercials, but it's really just him so far. This one is new to me. Like, he's doing all sorts of stuff on it, daydreaming, I guess. There's another one about, I guess, a credit card or bank, where it's like similar to Mean Joe Green. I just saw his mom in this commercial. It's a Pfizer commercial promoting the Pfizer shot. But the other commercial was about like bank or something like that. He's talking about how he's a fan of somebody else because he has a perfect credit history or something like that, which we all as normal people and citizens should strive for. The better your credit score, the more likely you can buy a house and that sort of stuff. So I have a really high... I'm not going to talk about that. Never mind. Forget what you heard. I know nobody's in here right now, but people might watch this on a replay. So I've had one person in here so far. So after this week's games are over, that will mean that 6 weeks have been completed in the NFL, and that will be officially 1/3 of the way finished with the NFL season. And that's when I prefer to do, like, I don't want to call them progress reports, but, just kind of see where the lines are at, as well as where the NFL in general is at with everything. Because people are trying to make it into, like, oh, we're a quarter of the way done with the season, when, like, the 17th game of the season really kind of messes that up. But depending on how you look at it, I think the best way is to look at it in thirds, which is what I intend to do. Oh, man. That Browns and 49ers game was wild, though. Being a kicker, one of the most thankless and toughest jobs in the NFL. When everything's going well, you never hear your name, but when something goes wrong, that's all everyone's talking about in a negative way. I feel bad for Jake Moody, though. I really do. Oh, Mayfield is scrambling. He's going to go out of bounds. Gains a few yards there. He almost got sacked. He had pressure on him, but he's slippery like a bar of soap, like Jalen Hurts, who they're showing that just scored a touchdown against the Jets on the game break. I didn't realize how mobile Baker Mayfield was, but he's doing a good job so far this year. Handoff to Keyshawn Vaughn, Gates maybe about a yard there. Met right away by Jones and Anzalone. Third and 6. 34 seconds to go. I'm counting in the first quarter. this point, it's weird watching this team without Tom Brady being in, but pass is caught for a first down to 14 to Goodwin. Keeping an eye on Mike Evans too, because I did hear rumors that the Lions might acquire Evans in a trade, but it sounds like those trade talks have dissipated for the moment. The first quarter is over. Bucs will be 1st and 10 when we get back. Might just check out some of the box score stats so far. Probably not too much to report, but Goff 6 for 9 with 50 yards passing. Baker Mayfield's 4 for 8 with 32 yards and 1 interception, which the Lions turned into a field goal. Montgomery has 5 carries for 10 yards. Rashid White, 3 carries for 9 yards. St. Brown, 3 receptions for 26 yards. Sam Laporta, 2 receptions for 19 yards. Chris Godwin, 2 receptions for 26 yards. They're saying David Montgomery fumbled the football and then he recovered it. I don't remember that. I guess that must have happened on the drive before they showed us the game. So the Bucs defense already has 2 tackles for loss, though. So I am a little bit worried about the Lions' offensive line, which is supposed to be one of the best in the NFL. But 2 of their starters, both of their guards, really are out. Jonah Jackson's out, and then Vaitai has been out since the 2nd week. So I did a mock draft for the Lions, a 7-on mock draft, and in that one I addressed the offensive line depth. I think I drafted a guard and I drafted a tackle. So we'll see what happens with that there. So it's a throwback jersey for the Bucs, the creamsicle jerseys. Wear them once a year. First time in 11 years they busted it out. Keyshawn Vaughn goes up the middle for a few yards. So 2nd and 6. Anybody watch the Bears and the Vikings? Justin Fields got injured. Oh! He was met in the backfield, but he slipped away from the tackle and he tried to get away again. Still a tackle for loss. Charles Harris got in there and messed everything up. Lions have some other edge rushers besides Hutchinson who have potential. So Charles Harris is one of them now that he's healthy and is in there doing stuff. He's a team captain too. It's 3rd and 12 now. Mayfield and shotgun. I forgot what I was talking about earlier. I think the Bears and Vikings. Mayfield goes deep across the middle. Passes caught. Oh, he drops it. It was Mike Evans, and he dropped it. Would have been a first down across the middle of the field, but nope. He had Cam Sutton behind him. He kind of got a hand in there and messed with the ball a little bit, but ultimately Evans didn't catch it. And now the Bucs are going to punt. So it's a pitcher's duel so far in this game. A real chess match. Wow. That punt went to like the 2-yard line, bounced once, then went out of bounds. Yeah, that was a really good punt. You can't see it because the ref is standing in the way, but yeah, Lions are going to start. They got to make sure they don't get a safety. But anyways, the Bears and the Vikings game, Justin Fields got hurt and was taken out of the game, and then they had to bring in an undrafted undrafted rookie whose dad apparently was an arm wrestling champion. And then as they were talking about that, he fumbled the ball. It was a crazy play where, like, I guess he fumbled the ball, and then it resulted in a scoop and score for the Vikings. So can't help but feel bad for that kid, you know? I forgot his name already too, but should have drafted somebody for a little backup behind Fields, I guess. Or maybe they did, they just got injured, and I just don't remember. Man, oh man. Were there any other upsets in this game? I watched parts of all of them on Red Zone earlier today. I wanted to watch the Texans and the Saints mainly because I know the Texans are, that they're now that fun team that's kind of up and coming, trending in the right direction. And then the Saints are another Lions opponent that the Lions will play later in the season, and I know next to nothing about them either. So, but all the South teams pretty much are done in both conferences except for the Bucks. The Seahawks lost also, so that's good. So just in case there's tiebreakers, like we all know about from last season, the Wicked Witch of the Pacific Northwest, the Commanders, they were doing stuff. Did they win their game? I forgot who they played. The Jaguars, I think. I think Jacksonville actually won. So, all right, Goff passes. Pass incomplete to intended for St. Brown and double coverage. I watched part of that London game this morning with the Titans and the Ravens. I tuned in pretty much right around when Kyle Hamilton got ejected for that helmet hit. And then Ryan Tannehill had to leave the game and got carted off, and Malik Willis was in. He had no help from his offensive line because he got sacked a bunch of times, but showed flashes of good play from here to there, though. Goff hands off to Montgomery, bulldozing his way, gets a couple yards, 3 yards, I think. 3rd down and 8. Could it be possible that these two teams meet in the playoffs? Well, both teams would have to win their divisions for that to happen, but that'd be a divisional round game if that were to happen. Because no other team in both of their divisions have proven to be really good so far. 3rd and 8. Goff passes. Pass is caught, completes, but not enough for the first down to St. Brown. It'll be 4th and 2. Have no choice but to punt here. I guess Tampa Bay starting secondary is all healthy just in time for this game. Man, that punt really gave the Lions a little breathing room to get anything done. It's little things like that with the Tampa Bay's punting and their defensive line. I can see why they've been successful so far this year. They calls for a fair catch at the 42. Just on the bottom left corner of their logo at their field. So the Lions' offense has been really tested so far this game this season, and they don't have some of their key players like Brian Branch because they got to keep them healthy long term. So, Bucks are about to snap. Hang on. Alert! 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 Mayfield says. Green 80, we're set. Hands off to the middle. Oh, he's spinning around. He almost gets a first down. Gains 9 yards there. White. Number 1, White. Taking the easy throws is the key for Mayfield. What was that? I think an offsides on somebody. On offense, 5-yard penalty. Okay. Capitalize on their mistakes. That's another key. All right, 2nd and 7. Mayfield and shotgun. Drops back, processing, quick pass, dump off to White, and is tackled right away by Sutton. They're finally giving Sutton praise. No one has talked about him, and they finally are. I'm glad. He's been serviceable at the very least for us. Now it's 3rd and 7. Mayfield takes a shot, processing. He goes deep. No, across the middle. Pass is caught. First down to Palmer. Trey Palmer. All right, that's not good. They're talking about how much time he's had to stand in the pocket, so I don't know. I know the Lions D-line is good, but the Bucs O-line and all the other blockers from their skill players has proven to be really good too. Hand off to White. Going nowhere on that. Russell won there. The Lions defense is putting up a fight right now, but the Bucs are slowly moving the ball in this chess match, getting closer and closer. Fewest sacks allowed in the NFL last season, as well as QB hits. Probably because of Tom Brady chewing out the people. Mayfield quick pass to White and screen and gains about 6-7 yards there. I've seen a lot of Jack Campbell in this game as a linebacker. I'm thinking he must have been starting or something. I was looking at Campbell's PFF stats before, and he's doing a really good job against the run, and he's seems like he's been mid everywhere else. But, stopping the run has been like the one thing I think the Lions defense needed to address. And they appear to have been doing that so far. This one of the league leaders in stopping the run. That being said, Campbell's supposed to be good at everything else too. So hopefully he'll develop there. Mayfield, incomplete again. There's flags on the play. Intended for Evans and Will Harris. I hope it's not against Will Harris. Pass interference there, because that would spot the foul penalty if it is. It's yin and yang with Will Harris, I swear. Damn it. Holding defense number 25. Will Harris got an interception for us, but now that's a key penalty here. If the Bucs score a touchdown here, then it'll be like Will Harris is single-handedly responsible for all the points in this game. Yes, they're talking about Brian Branch, and I miss him right now. So it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. One of the most penalized teams Lions are. That's a 23-yard, by the way. Pitch to White. To Vaughn, actually, and he gets through 7 yards-ish. Levi Onwuzurike got the tackle there. Nice to see him doing stuff in there. He's a year behind on his development because he had to miss last season because of a back injury and surgery. Current drive for Bucs, 7 plays, 43 yards, 4 minutes. Panda, panda, panda. Fakes that, going to pass, quick pass, deflected by Anzalone, incomplete. No flags, no flags. That was key. Good job, Anzalone, there. Nice swat out of the hands there by Anzalone. 11 season high tackles last week, Anzalone, they're saying. And it's 3rd and 3 at the 16. Baker Mayfield calls a timeout as the play clock runs out. Just about. 7:34 to go in the second quarter. 3-0 Lions. All these graphics are about the Bucs so far. I'm starting to sense a bias here, Fox. Then again, it's all best in the NFL this season for those stats. Third and 3. At the 16-yard line, Mayfield in shotgun. Running back on his right. And they're bringing the blitz. Quick pass. Oh, almost intercepted by Tracy Walker. Jerry Jacobs, excuse me. No flags, and pass is incomplete. So 4th and 3. I imagine a field goal unit's going to come out. Jacobs is wearing pink shoes. Jacobs, even though he's meant to be a depth guy because he's an undrafted free agent, he's having a good year so far. is up there in interceptions. Chase McCaustin for the field goal. Kick is up, and it is. Did it miss? Oh, it just barely made it, and the kick is good. It looked like it was going to doink. We got a ball game, ladies and gents. We got a real pitcher's duel here. I checked out the league championship series for baseball, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Good for them. I know they've been rebuilding, but they've managed to get that far into the postseason, and they're in there taking on the Phillies. And I'm not surprised that the Phillies are in there because Dave Dombrowski's their president or GM or whatever, and he's always done a good job. He was the Tigers with the Tigers for a long time, and he helped us be relevant for a long time. So whatever he's doing with the Phillies is, he knows what he's doing. I think his best move, arguably, was extending the Phillies manager right after they got their first postseason win last season to kind of give him that reward, give them that taste of reward after a postseason victory, which I think that motivated them to continue to do well. So, and the Phillies look like they got in, and now they're continuing to do well, and they're playing the Diamondbacks, who is a surprise team, so good for them. And then the other side, we got the two Texas teams in the showdown, the Rangers and the Astros. You always expect the Astros to be there at this point, especially with Justin Verlander. But the Texas Rangers, they were rebuilding, and now they're showing progress and results and everything, even though they don't have Max Scherzer, who they traded for in the offseason, or at the trade deadline, excuse me. But Bruce Bochy is their manager, and he was the manager of the San Francisco Giants when they had their, in odd number year legacy where they won a World Series every other year, even number year, 2010, 2012, and 2014. So Bruce Bochy definitely knows what he's doing as a manager. So I've been out of touch with Major League Baseball for quite some time now, but I might have to get down to a bar one of these days and watch one of those postseason games and try to get excited about what's going on there. At least the Yankees and Red Sox are out of the postseason, so I'm getting tired of those same two teams being in the mix, But the Astros are basically like that team now. Oh, my gosh. They're showing the field goal. It grazed the goalpost. It touched it, but it still went in. It's like, woo, woo, woo. All right, here we go, Lions. Let's get something going. I admit my ulterior motive for putting this link in the chat is so I can check back on that live stream every now and then to check and see if I won the drawing. I don't know when they're going to announce the winners of the drawing. Excuse me. They're promoting Ohio State and Penn State. I couldn't care less. Except Jackson Smith and Jabit. No, not that guy. Marvin Harrison Jr. It's going to be a really high draft pick for Ohio State. I watched him a bit last year when C.J. Stroud was the quarterback, and he's really good. Goff dumps it off to Montgomery, and he's going off. Good blocking, and he gets a first down and more. He's still going all the way down to the 45, near the logo. That was a good run by Montgomery after the catching the pass. The type of play that you'd expect Gibbs to do well, but he's still on the floor. Oh, no. He better not be injured. Oh, too bad. Probably getting an injury timeout. Tampa Bay has some hard hitters, not going to lie. If Montgomery is out, especially considering Gibbs is already out, we're going to be in trouble, folks. Yeah, he went down to the ground hard, so something must have happened. Got tackled by like 3 people, too. Commercial break. This is not good. We cannot afford to lose Montgomery. Not both of them at the same time. In my mock draft, I drafted a running back to help with the running back depth. He's sitting up, so that's good. He's up. He's walking slowly off the field with the trainers. They're showing his stats. They took him away. Hopefully he's healthy. He can come back into the game. All right, Craig Reynolds, next man up. It's all on you, buddy. Maybe Jason Kabinda as well. He's a fullback, though, but because having good running is important for helping setting up the play-action pass. Without good running backs, then you can have your people drop back or blitz. Hand off to Craig Reynolds. He gets met right at the line of scrimmage. Oh my gosh, Kalijah Kancey is in this game. I thought he was injured for the whole year. We Lions fans talked about Kalijah Kancey a lot. A lot of us, I was not one of them, but a lot of us wanted them to draft him in the first round at the 18 spot where Jack Campbell went. Because even though he was a short player, he's really good at getting to the quarterback. Goff pass, caught by Reynolds, first down and more, down to the 34-yard line. All right, so the pass game, it looks like it's good right now, so we're moving the ball. It looked like some sort of zone that was going on, and Reynolds was in the perfect spot to catch the ball without any opposition. Josh Reynolds having a productive year so far also. So things started to turn around during that first year, like a couple of years ago when we got him off of waivers. Quick pass to St. Brown, and he's gained several yards, almost to the first down, a couple yards shy, though. 5:35 to go in the second quarter and counting. 2nd and 3. I'm also paying attention if there's any updates on Montgomery. Pitch to Reynolds. Goes up into the middle, and he got it. First down. He got the first down. Right. Whoa. Waiting for official word. Card came out. He waved it out. He's walking on his own behind the end zone. Sounds like he's going in there to get more evaluated. Goff under center, 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. A flag. Procedure penalty. False start. 58. Sewell. You're an elite tackle, but why all these penalties, man? Stop getting penalties, brother. I don't think we're going to see Montgomery in this game. I'm hoping Gibbs will be healthy for next game. It's all we can hope for. But I think the Lions are in trouble right now as far as health. Goff is scrambling to his life. He's pursued. He's going to go out of bounds. It was already 1st and 15, and that happened. Hopefully Ben Johnson can pull some rabbits out of his hat. This game is kind of reminding me a lot of the Jets game last season, where it's a defensive game. Maybe Leaf on special teams can do something. A punt return touchdown. Maybe. Goff hands off to Reynolds. Gain of about a yard. Even though Montgomery went out, the play he went out on, he was a big gain play. We got to make it worth it by putting points on the board on this drive. 3rd and 13. Ragnow's pointing at people. Come on, Goff. Come on, everyone. Quick pass to St. Brown. He catches it. He's going around. He's just blocking. First down and more. Is that touchdown? Touchdown, Lions. That was a big, big play. Way to go, St. Brown. Way to go blocking and everybody. Lions blocking. Craig Reynolds stepping up. Thank you, Craig Reynolds. Woo! That was clutch right there. Everybody did something on that one. Lots of good blocking. St. Brown going around what he got to do, doing what he had to do. I thought he ran out of bounds there. He hopped and then went back in, touchdown. Extra point is up and it is good. Whew. When one goes down, others come pick him up. That was a key block by Reynolds there. They just showed that. There was a lot of good blocking going on in that play, too. Whew. I just realized I need to change this to quarter 2. That's a sigh of relief. We have the lead for now. Man, oh man. I did say St. Brown could get points for MVP, and plays like that, I think, could factor into that. Well, at this point, I don't think he'll get any at all because it's all about quarterbacks. But St. Brown, in my opinion, is the MVP of a MVP, if not the MVP of the Lions offense. He's definitely the face of this regime of the Lions, I think, well, as far as players go. Just checking on channel right now. Preach, Mike. He's formerly known as Micro Mike, which I think he probably heard enough to be like, okay, time for a change. But he got his nickname because he studied microeconomics in college, from what he said a while ago. All right. 8 plays, 75 yards, 455 for that scoring drive. St. Brown, 27-yard touchdown catch. Whew. Yeah, let's check some scores on some of the other teams. That's a good idea. As Baker Mayfield's on 1st and 10 while in shotgun at the, 15-yard line? 23-yard line. Quick pass caught, first down and more. Cade Otton on that reception. Eagles are winning 14-3. The Raiders are winning 13-3 against New England. That's at halftime. And the Cardinals are leading the Rams 6-3, 2-minute warning. That's a surprise for sure. Buckle up. It's going to be fun. 1st and 10. What? Play clock violation, I think. Woo! That Craig Reynolds block has me pumped up. He's stepping in after Montgomery got hurt. Craig Reynolds doing some work. I was really worried for a lot of this game, but that St. Brown touchdown gives me a little bit of room to breathe for the Lions winning and hopefully controlling this game. And dare I say, Tampa Bay might just be our toughest opponent this year. Even, well, there's Kansas City Chiefs. That's always going to be tough. But and Seattle was tough too. But besides from that, Tampa Bay. And especially now that Montgomery is out with an injury, and with Gibbs not playing in this game, we got to rely on the third running back, next man up, Craig Reynolds. And he's done some good stuff for us in the past, and he is reliable when he's in there. And we're going to need to rely on him today, and we did with a couple of runs, but really with that block when St. Brown caught that ball and was running around and got the touchdown. They're promoting the ALCS. Rangers and Astros. I remember when the Texas Rangers were good, and they were a powerhouse team, I thought, like back in when they were making deep postseason runs. Like they could beat you with the hitting home runs and the extra base hits as well as small ball. And then they had the good pitching and the defense overall to back it up, which is, I think they did everything. Their team was built in every way to be successful that they could. Ron Washington was their manager. And I know this because they did all those things against the Detroit Tigers in 2011 to knock them out of the ALCS. Especially Nelson Cruz, one of the biggest Tigers killers I've ever seen. Mayfield dropping back to pass, goes deep, misses it, threw it too far. Whew. Pollard, rookie from Nebraska. He beat the person covering him, so it's lucky that he didn't catch it. I just realized Jameson Williams. I haven't heard much from him in this game. If I see JMO do something, I'll definitely make sure to mention it. But we're on defense right now. Mayfield hands it off. Oh, pushes the lineman back into him. And he brought down gain of about 3-4 yards. Anzalone and Campbell both there for the tackle. 1:39 to go in the half. When did the 2-minute warning take place? Yeah, Anzalone shoved his blocker right into the running back, and it stopped him for a second, forcing him to switch directions. Third and 5 at the 45-yard line. This is the Baker Mayfield revenge game, in my opinion. Quick pass. Oh, blocked, swatted. Julian Okwara. He got there. It was going to be a quick pass to the side, and he's just rejected it. Only the ball, instead of going up, went like way down to the other side. It just bounced away. That's what I like to see, Julian Okwara. I forgot that you were on the active roster, if I'm being honest. I thought it was Romeo Okwara. But glad to see you back and contributing to the rotation of the edge rushers. And so far, I am definitely wrong about Hutchinson getting 2.5 sacks. And they were forced to punt into a touchback. So the Lions defense is doing its job now. I'm going to check the stats again. Goff, 11-15, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Baker Mayfield, 8 for 17, 75 yards. So Goff is doing better than Mayfield so far, although Mayfield does look really tough. Mayfield also has 2 carries for 6 yards there, while Rashid White, whatever, 6 carries, 22 yards. David Montgomery, 6 carries, 14 yards, probably what he's going to wind up with unless we get any updates. Craig Reynolds, 3 carries for 5 yards. Detroit receiving, St. Brown, 6 receptions, 66 yards, and 1 touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 1 catch for 21 yards. Montgomery, 1 catch for 19 yards. That's when he went down and was injured. Sam Laporta, 2 receptions, 19 yards. So I think the Buccaneers have game plan for Laporta because they've tried to Goff has tried to pass to him, but it keeps getting deflected. Chris Godwin has 2 receptions and 26 yards. Trey Palmer, 1 for 21 yards. And Cade Otton, 1 for 15 yards. Lions have 2 tackles for loss, 1 from Anzalone and 1 from Jerry Jacobs. Anzalone also has 2 pass deflections. Kirby Joseph has 1, and Buggs has 1, which led to that interception. And for the Bucs, Joe Tyron Shoyinka has a sack. Oh, that was the one they counted as a sack when they ran Goff out of bounds, I guess. And Will Harris has that interception after Buggs deflected it. And then Khalif Raymond, 7 yards on a punt return. Riley Patterson gets a field goal. Chase McLaughlin gets a field goal. Riley Patterson's was 30 yards out. McLaughlin's was 33, which almost missed. Jack Fox, 3 punts for a total of 138 yards. 1 TB, 1 in the 20. Longest was 50. Cade Camarada, number 4 for 215 yards. 1 touchback, 1 in the 20. 63 was his long. And we're back there showing Mayfield looking at his fingers. 1st and 10 at the 20. Goff in shotgun takes the snap and fires down the middle. Incomplete, intended for Laporta. Montgomery rib injury. Return questionable. Rib injury questionable. Sideline reporter. Apparently, it's not the first time he's had this type of injury. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Oh. Attended for Laporta again. Third and 10. Come on, Lions. Come on, Goff. Goff and shotgun, running back on his left. Everyone's lined up on the right of the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, drops back, fires. Caught by Reynolds. 1st down and more, down to the 40. Woo! Way to go, Reynolds. 42 seconds left. A timeout taken. Taken by Detroit. A good pass. Reynolds almost missed it, like awkward, like that, but he caught it, and that was a key play. If we can just get a field goal before the halftime, I think that would set us up nicely for the second half. I assume Detroit got the ball for the second half because Tampa Bay had it first when I checked. Oh my gosh, that was almost intercepted. Intended for Laporta, but he was like way behind on it, and it was almost intercepted. It touched off his fingertips, but he missed it. Discipline football, you guys. Discipline football. Come on. Come on. Oh no, Goff is sacked on a blitz. Levante David. That was a big scrunched up mess, and somebody got through and sacked Goff. Craig Reynolds was trying to block him, but he missed him. He was too fast for him. Shoot. So it's 3rd and 18. All right, now we're officially at halftime. Halftime. They're showing the halftime stats for the quarterbacks, but I already told you guys them. Goff's quarterback rating is 105.2. Baker Mayfield's 35 point something. So Goff is doing a way better job at quarterback, but the Bucs still look really tough in general. I feel very invested in this game. It's been a while. Because we blew out the Packers and we blew out the Panthers. And we got a competitive game here now. Excuse the bad handwriting. Eagles are winning 14-6. Whoa, something happened on the kickoff in the Rams and Cardinals game. Cardinals are winning 9-3. All field goals in that game. Showing a touchdown pass to Jacoby Myers from Garoppolo. 13-3 Raiders. Garoppolo left the game with a back injury. Talk about Jimmy Johnson impressed with Jared Goff. Showing Verlander in his shades and headphones in. Yeah, he always has like that angry face every time he knows he's asked to pitch. And he doesn't notice anybody around him. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back, and I realized I had nacho cheese Doritos. All right, while we wait for the third quarter to start, I'm going to check out my analytics on my YouTubes. And I also got to update the quarter. Actually, I'm going to check out Micro Mike's thing first. Okay, he's reading an ad. JMO is playing, but Goff just hasn't thrown it yet. Even Laporta's out of sorts. And I don't think it's Laporta's fault. I think the linebackers are just covering him really, really well in this game. They identified him as a threat, and they're locking him up. That's just me reading a comment thread from another YouTube channel there. All right. Anyways, I was going to check my own, and I got sidetracked. My Lions short preview has 97 views, so I guess that's better compared to other things. Of all things, the Bears versus Commanders preview short that I did had 332 views, which is way more than any of the other shorts I've done for that so far. I suspect it might have had something to do with two things. Number one, the fact that it was a Thursday night game, and the rest of them were like Sunday night or Monday night and that sort of thing. The other, I called Matt Eberflus a defensive-minded no-name in that game, and I bet that probably attracted some throwing shade type of viewers. But he proved he was a nobody when he won against the Commanders. So, good on him for that. I only said like no name because like he didn't really seem like he had much coaching experience or have anything relevant to his coaching resume up to that point. So I hope you don't take any offense to that, and I apologize, Mr. Eberflus, if you did. Okay. And after this game is over and after the live stream is done, I'm actually going to record it during the live stream, but I'm going to do my post-game reaction, and that'll be a separate video that I'll upload up here very soon. And then I won't do any Sunday night football games tonight because it's the same repetitive teams that seem like they're always on there playing again. But I'll probably do a Fridge Magnet Power Rankings video. Probably. I'm still debating whether or not I want to replace it with my State of the NFL or State of the Lions type of videos. But that will be uploaded Tuesday morning. I always like to try to think outside the box and not always necessarily copy what somebody's doing, but try to improve on it or take it in a unique direction. And I think that's what the most successful people who do anything really do with their professions. So I'm not making any sense, am I? I understand what I'm saying. And that's all I need. Just going to cut up an orange. All right. They're showing two Lions fans in a sea of sherbet creamsicle orange. Daryl Johnson, Adam Amin are the broadcasters. I can tell Adam Amin looks like a analytical no-name who would probably crap all over the Lions if he got the opportunity to, if the Lions weren't so super good right now, just because it's what the ratings want. But he's praising them right now, so I can't say anything bad about him right now. Oh yeah, Khalil Dorsey is back. Gets them to the 24. Detroit gets the ball to start the third quarter. X-ray is negative on Montgomery. For Todd Bowles, offensively, they have to shake off the bye week rust. No, I think the Lions are just playing well. Craig Reynolds gets to the line of scrimmage on that first play. X-ray is negative, so that does sound like good news. But Campbell's still confident they can run the ball. Second and 10, Goff and shotgun. Wait a minute. Yeah. Quick pass, caught complete to St. Brown at the 30. Or Raymond, excuse me. 3rd and 4. Goff and shotgun. All the skill players in line of scrimmage. Walks up to the center and goes back in shotgun. Quick pass. Oh, caught by Reynolds. First down and more. Keep blocking, and he's still going across the field, across the logo, down to the 40. So big pass catch by Reynolds there. The pass was deflected, so I thought it might have gotten intercepted, but he still caught it anyway. That was a close one, and it turned into a big gain. Now we're at the 42-yard line. Goff processing. Dumps off to Laporta on the side. Gains about 3 yards. Brock Wright, excuse me. I saw the 80-something, and I assumed it was that. They're showing score by quarter for the Lions this season. In the third quarters, their least scoring. Shutout last 3 games in third quarter. Well, there's a first time for everything. 2nd and 3. $33. Ozigbo, the running back, gets a first down there. I never heard of this guy before. But he got the handoff and he got a first down. Practice squad guy. Goff fakes the pass. Just chucks it to the ground in front of him. Cansey was about to sack him. Elijah Cansey. Making them regret not drafting him at 18, I bet. And choosing Jack Campbell instead. Ragnall's pointing at people. Goff under center. Pitch to the running back. Reynolds tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss. David. Tampa Bay is good at doing that. Those tackles and those blitzes in the backfield. Third and 13. Goff processing. Pass down the middle. Oh, no. Oh, almost intercepted. Bounced off of St. Brown's hands. Or the tight end or whoever. And Bucs player almost caught it, but he didn't. Carlton Davis on that coverage. It was deflected by the other Bucs person. Otherwise, it would have caught it. It's going to have to be a punt now. No, 52-yard field goal. Riley Patterson's first 50-plus attempt this season. Kick is up. It's no good. It's no good. Dang. Riley Patterson got his first field goal attempt from 52 yards out from that far, and he missed it wide left. Oh, man. It's like, what do you do in that situation? But now Tampa Bay is going to have a good field position to start on their drive. I know it's situational and everything, and I saw the Raiders coach make this call, and that was like more of an end of the game thing. But if you have the choices of going for it on fourth down or punting it or field goal, if it's like 52-ish yards out, I feel like if your kicker doesn't have a history of making those 52-yard attempts, then the field goal attempt should be like the least thought of option to do that there. I don't know. But Patterson had to have had an attempt at that range sooner or later, because up to this point, his longest field goal attempt was at 38 yards out. There's only so much you can do there, because we all knew Patterson didn't have a very long leg, but he's accurate when he gets up there. And we knew that in the preseason heading in. So I think Patterson will get more attempts to make field goals as long as the Lions can get them closer to the end zone, assuming they don't score the touchdowns. Man, oh man. Mayfield passes a 14 and he gets a first down and more. That was a quick pass. A 23-yard gain. All right, shake it off, Lions. Get back to work on defense and stop them from scoring. How about a turnover here? How about it? Mayfield drops back. Shot fires down the middle. Pass is caught. First down and more to Mike Evans. The Bucs are moving the ball. And I'm hating every second of it. First and 10 at the 18. Mayfield in shotgun. Hands off to the running back. Gains about 4-ish yards there. We see Hutchinson in there. He's had a quiet game. Hutchinson is really good against really bad teams. He'll get his stats there, but I want to see Hutchinson do good against good teams. He did that against Green Bay at the last game of the season that I went to. And he gets pressures against like Patrick Mahomes and Geno Smith and that sort of thing. Oh, that's good blocking. And Jack Campbell stops him from getting the first down on that play. Good tackle, Campbell. Third and 1 at the 9-yard line. Quick pass, floating up. Oh, they both trip over each other. And there's a flag. Evans and Sutton. It's probably going to get called on pass interference, one of them. I'm thinking both of them would get it, and they... Maybe both of them get it, and the penalty's offset. Offensive pass interference. They called it on Evans, so that's good for the Lions. I think that was the right call. He put his hands on his back, and then the stumble happened. Third and 11 now. Now they're at the 19-yard line, or 18 and a half. Mayfield jogs back. Pass down the field. Misses it. Out of bounds. A flag is thrown, though. Still waiting on what the penalty was. Still waiting. No foul. No foul, fourth down. So they changed their mind on whatever it was. I imagine they're going to go for a field goal here. All right, 36-yard attempt for McLaughlin. Kick is up, and it is good. It curved at the start, looked like it was going to be wide right, but then it curved back in, so. Lions are now ahead by 4 points. This game is going to give me a heart attack. I know it. Both teams have been grinding, and they've been competing. Very defensive-ish game. This game is still wide open. Either team could do something miraculous to get the advantage. As far as I'm concerned, this game is 0-0. Even though technically the Lions are ahead by 4. And they're without their 2 best running backs in this game right now. We can only hope that both Gibbs and Montgomery will be healthy for the next game, which would be against Baltimore, I think. Am I behind? Oh, yeah, I was behind. And kick return to the 25-ish. Sideline burner talking about Anzalone's parents. First and 10, Goff under center at the 27-yard line. Hands off to Reynolds. Gets about a couple yards there. Game break. Rams and Cardinals. Cooper Kupp is in the game. He just got a touchdown pass. Interesting. Second and 9 for the Lions. Goff gets the pass complete to Laporta. That's about a 4 to 5 yard gain. David Montgomery's downgraded to out. He's out for the rest of the game. Goff looking around. Passes across the middle. Caught. First down, St. Brown. First down, St. Brown. Right on the logo. It's a weird-looking football helmet logo with an orange and red perimeter. Reynolds gets a yard on a run. 5:48 to go in the third quarter. St. Brown and Goff, bread and butter on those first downs. Announcers are speculating the Lions are going to try a trick play at any point. It always happens when we least expect it. Passes caught to Reynolds near the first down. I don't think he got it, though. No, that's Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams, his first catch of the game. He's doing stuff now. Jamison Williams has an 8-yard gain on a pass. Let's etch this moment into history, everybody. We keep talking about Jamison Williams. When is he going to get back? Like so often. Now he did something good here when we needed him to. Third and 1, getting it out the running back. He dives ahead and gets the first down. Penalty. What's the flag? Holding on St. Brown. 7 yards. What? So that it didn't look like a hold to me. I don't know. So now it's 3rd and 11. They replay the third down. Crap, that was key. Goff passes to Khalif Raymond. He gets the first down. So it all works out anyway. Right in the middle of the logo. Eligible receiver number 70. Who is number 70 on our team? Goff going deep. Oh, Jamison Williams drops it. He was wide open. Dang it. Well, Calance. Yeah, he made contact with it as he was diving, and I dropped it. But Cansey, I think, got in there and interfered with the play. It was a wounded duck. Dang. Come on, J-Mo. Got to catch the ball. We need you. Laporta. He drops the ball too. What's with these drop passes all of a sudden? We're trying to do a drive where we're trying to extend our lead, which could switch at any point. We got to cut out the mistakes, people. Let's go. I'm looking at the empty spots here. I'm thinking of. I won't have a chance to switch it out now. All right, Goff. Going deep. Way deep. Jameson Williams. Did he catch it? He got it! Touchdown! Jameson Williams! Woo! Jameson Williams is here. That's the 12th overall pick right there. I knew he was going to do something. I knew it. I was just yelling at him for dropping a pass. Now he catches a touchdown. Way to go, J-Mo. Whew. Stepping up when our running backs are out. Nice contested catch. No flags. No process crap. Extra point is up and good. Oh, man. Justin Jefferson who? They're getting J-Mo involved late in this game. And it's working now. He dropped a pass, but he caught a touchdown. A deep touchdown. And I'm thinking of you-know-who because of the Jameson Williams thing. Is he doing anything on YouTube right now? I don't think so, but... Oh, he's recording other videos. You said it, Micro Mike. I mean, Mike Kimber. I'm sorry. Old habits. I relate to you. It's a nail biter, and that was clutch. JMO just put the league on notice right there. I haven't checked Twitter yet. Oh, we're back. They're showing the JMO touchdown replay. Oh, man, that was great. That was a 45-yard catch. He's wearing a balaclava, and his face looks focused. Of season 2. James, oh, baby. That's the Detroit Lions Twitter, what they just tweeted. Craig Reynolds, certified people mover. I'm seeing a picture of Aiden Hutchinson before the game. He's like wearing like short cut off jean shorts, and then a Step Brothers shirt, except Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly's faces are replaced with Jared Goff and St. Brown. Baker Mayfield scrambling to do this right. Processing, gets rid of it. Throw. Mike Evans caught the pass. Was he out of bounds, though? I guess not. Got the first down. Derek Barnes was pressuring him. Sorry, I'm sort of distracted with Twitter about the Thank you, Minnesota Vikings, for helping us get JMO. Oh, running back. Jack Campbell stopped him right there in the backfield, but he kind of lunged forward, but he slowed him down a bit. Hand off to the running back again. He's trying to go outside, but nowhere to go there. Angelone in the thick of it. Third and long for Tampa now. Oh, what was that pass? It was a check down pass, but it threw it like behind him, and it just like a weak pass. He didn't even look like he knew it was going to him. No, actually, no, it was tipped by the Lions defender. It was deflected a bit. Fourth and 7. And it looks like they're punting. I thought he blocked that for a sec. Clay Freeman's taking it out through the 20, 25, out of bounds at near the 30. So the Lions stop him on another drive. I thought number 42, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, I thought he was going to get that punt blocked. And my mind was still wrapped around the deflection from the previous play. Lions defense is showing up. They're doing their part. I keep getting paranoid that the Bucs offense is going to do something at any minute, but like their progress is marginal at best at this point. Baker Mayfield does look like a pro quarterback with the way he's doing stuff, but if you look at his stats, he's actually not doing a whole lot. In fact, let's look at their box score stats. Baker Mayfield's 11 for 22 with 128 yards, no touchdowns and 1 interceptions. Great. Now I have the hiccups while on a live stream. F my life. Jared Goff is 20 for 31, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Craig Reynolds, 7 carries, 4 yards. Rashid White, 7 carries, 26 yards. So Tampa Bay only has 46 rushing yards total, while they have 128 passing yards total. So Chris Godwin has 3 receptions for 49 yards. Mike Evans, 2 receptions for 30 yards so far. But Detroit has 25 rushing yards, unfortunately, but then 272 passing yards spread around through a bunch of people. So Amon St. Brown has 7 receptions for 77 yards. Jameson Williams, 2 receptions for 53 yards because of that 45-yard touchdown. Josh Reynolds the running back, has 2 receptions for 41 yards. Craig Reynolds, Reynolds is not a running back. I meant Craig Reynolds there, but Josh Reynolds has 2 receptions, 41 yards. Craig Reynolds, 1 for 28 yards. Sam Laporta, 3 for 24 yards. And, yeah. The Bucs have 3 tackles for loss, while the Lions have 2. No sacks from the Lions. So I was wrong about the Hutch prediction there. So I guess you were right, Mr. Kimber. I should have thought that one through, although I was optimistic about Hutch making a difference, and I'm sure he is in his own way. They were just showing the NFC standings and how San Francisco has a loss. Last I checked, Philadelphia was winning, though. Goff pitches to Craig Reynolds. Quick pass to Reynolds. A lob or whatever. But no gain on the play, though. They're talking about the Lions and the rebuild. Building through the trenches. Showing Brad Holmes in front of his MacBook thing and his plaid suit. Goff processing, scrambling in front, running it himself, but there's a flag on the play. Gains about 3 yards. We do not need Goff to get injured, so don't be careful. Just be careful. What's the flag? 19 seconds to go in the third quarter, by the way. Illegal use of the hands of the face, defense 29. Automatic first down. All right, capitalizing on the opponent's weaknesses. Oh, yeah, I saw that on Reynolds. All right, 1st and 10. Goff under center. Everyone's scrunched up to the line of scrimmage except one running back and one receiver on the left. And there's an offsides on the Bucs. Number 9. I saw it. I saw it. You know what you did. Their logo looks like a pirate hat tilted Emer pen. Neutral zone infraction. 5 yard. The Bucs are getting more penalties. They're getting sloppier, and their mentality is threatened. But the Lions are mentally tough, so they won't make consecutive errors like that this late in the game. And with that, third quarter is over. I'm just really into the commercials there, but I'm trying to think of the highlights of the game so far. Obviously, the Baker Mayfield, Isaiah Buggs deflection, and then the Will Harris interception there. That helped them set up a field goal. And then Montgomery getting hurt while doing an 18-yard-ish reception and out for the game. That was unfortunate, but Craig Reynolds helped respond with a key block, which helped Amon-Ra St. Brown get the touchdown. So finding different ways to help and contribute there. You know, both defenses on both teams were in a chess match where neither team is making many mistakes until the Bucs now getting a bunch of penalties. And then Jameson Williams He had an 8-yard catch, and then he dropped a key pass when he was wide open, and then like 2 plays later, catches a 45-yard touchdown pass in a contested catch situation, which turned out to be clutch. And it's given us some more room to breathe as we watch this nail biter of a game because Tampa Bay is playing tough. Their defense is definitely tough, and um, there's times when Mike Evans was wide open. If he would have got the ball, he probably would have broke away for a touchdown. And you just watch the game thinking that the Bucs could do something offensively at any moment to bust the game open. But the Lions defense have done a good job of being one step ahead to not let that happen. And I think specifically of the Bugs deflection and the Will Harris interception with that because Mike Evans, I'm sorry, was wide open on that. No trick plays in this game, though. Tampa Bay has not scored a touchdown. Oh, yeah, we did miss a field goal, though. That was 52 yards out. All right. Goff passes across the middle deep. Passes caught. First down and more to St. Brown. Down to the 34-yard line. That was a deep pass. Deep-ish. The bread and butter. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. And it's 1st and 10 now at the 30, looks like the 35-yard line. Goff is in shotgun. He's directing things. He's like, Takes a snap. Processing. To Reynolds. A quick pass in the middle. 9 yards there. I don't think he got the first down, though. He got close to the first down. Lions are relying heavily on the pass play now that Montgomery's gone. Lions are a good passing team, but it helps when you run the ball to set up the play action. But everybody knows the Lions have to rely on the passing play, though. I hear Goff yelling, kill, in shotgun. Quick pass to Marvin Jones. He finally does something here. 5-yard gain there, like pass kind of toward the out of bounds. 2 people kind of behind him, so another first down. Lions are good at the first down. I'm sure there's a statistic out there that shows that the Lions have to be a league leader in getting first down percentage, whatever it's called. I'm sure someone NFL smarter than me knows what I'm talking about, but Goff yelling, kill. It's at the 20-yard line. 3 seconds on the play, guys. This snapped. Goff processing. Across the middle, pass. Incomplete. Intended for Laporta, who is in double coverage. I got to wonder, they have Laporta game plan. Like, why not just use him as a decoy? I get that feeling from the Bucs. Like, they just plan for Laporta, and eventually somebody's going to have to because Laporta's had a really solid last 3 to 4 games. Goff hands off to Reynolds. He got a couple yards on there. Someone's kicking up the white chalk or something, or water, something. Son of a Knight is injured and done for the year. Gibbs is out for this game. Montgomery has a rib thing. We don't know what's going on with them. I'm worried about the Lions running back core long term now. Goff and shotgun. 3rd and 8. Quick pass deflected. Incomplete. Joy Tryon Shoyinka deflected that pass. So now it's 4th and 8. I'd imagine a field goal attempt now. Patterson's got to make up for the missed one that he got, even though it was asked to do it from 52 yards out. If an offense is good, it won't ask you to make so many 50-yard field goals, which is like what the Jets do a lot, I feel like. Okay, this one's 36 yards out. He should be able to make this one. Snap. Kick is up. Right down the middle. Good. He's a pro at those at that range. Where's my marker? There we go. $20-6 Lions. In my preseason video, I thought the Lions would win this game like 50-0 or something like that. And then in my prediction on my Kimber's channel, I predicted 31-17 in this game. Now it's 20-6, so even lower scoring than what I was thinking. Even though I'm paranoid about Tampa's offense, I keep forgetting the fact that they have not scored a touchdown yet in this game. Just 2 field goals. Whew. But we're Lions fans. We, over the years, have grown to be cautiously optimistic all the time because every time something looks good, things get pulled up right out from underneath of us. So that's, even though this team is not that team that would do that anymore, like, we all like know better. Like, we're not going to assume that they're going to win until the clock in the fourth quarter strikes 0 and the final score is shown and that we're winning. That's when we know that we won. We don't assume anything here. I think I'll go check out Kimber again. As soon as these ads are done. Oh, he's reading an ad. I get through an ad to see another ad. Just where we are at with the 2020s decade these days. I think the Bucs also game plan for Jameson or Hutchinson. They're showing Detroit Lions 15 straight games with 20-plus points. It's a team record. I'm sure Hutch is doing his part to help, stuff the run and pressure when he can, but they game plan for him. But I see Jack Campbell all over the field. I see Anzalone all over the field doing stuff. Buggs had that key deflection there. Charles Harris had a key play. That one's out of power. Will Harris had that key thing there, but then he had a key penalty, which allowed the field goal, led to the field goal. I swear, when I see the Bucs in these creamsicle uniforms, it's like I'm watching the Tennessee college football team where Hendon Hooker and Cedric Tillman came from. Mayfield takes the snap, quick pass to the side. Nowhere to go on that one. He kind of tripped up and he got brought down by Sutton. Second and 10 for the Bucs. There's Mike Evans they're showing him. Goodwin also. Quick pass. He's scrambling to his right. Gets the pass off complete to Evans, I think. Gain of like 5-ish. Cam Sutton's doing good at covering him as best he can. Third and 2. They're at their 33-yard line. Mayfield going deep, and he doesn't catch it. Will Harris was covering him, but he was beat on that one. But the throw was too far for him. 5th consecutive Detroit stop on 3rd down. So defense is getting better and better as the game goes on, I feel like. Well, Will Harris isn't really a safety anymore, to correct the announcer. So now a punt, 4th and 2. That was another good punt. I got Kalima Freeman all the way to the 1, and he brings it out to the 15. 65 yards on that one. Wow. That punter means business. Yeah, Detroit's good at getting those first downs, especially on 3rd downs and stuff. Announcers are taking notice. Just looking at the stats. Jared Goff is 24 for 37, 309 passing yards. So with limited running, the passing yards is way up for Goff, over 300. He's probably got there before, but it's the first time I've noticed it in recent times. Baker Mayfield is 13 for 25, 136 yards. Craig Reynolds, 8 carries for 6 yards. I'll bring it up again, but David Montgomery, 6 carries for 14 yards before he went out. But Montgomery also has 1 reception for 19 yards. Rashid White, 7 carries, 26 yards. Chris Goodwin, 3 receptions, 49 yards. Mike Evans, 3 receptions, 38 yards. Oh, Amon-Ra St. Brown is 8 receptions for 100 yards. Jameson Williams, 2 for 53 yards. Josh Reynolds, 3 for 50 yards. How about we look at tackles on each defense? Anzalone is leading us with 7. He's tied with Jack Campbell, actually, who also has 7. But Anzalone has 5, where Campbell has 3 solo. Talking about solo tackles there. So Jack Campbell's doing his work as a lineman there. Levi Onwuzurike, he has a solo tackle as well from earlier. Levante David for the Bucs has 9 tackles and 7 solo. All right, we're back. 10:37 to go in the 4th quarter. Lions have the ball. Goff under center. 1st and 10 at the 24. They're on 24. Pass to St. Brown on the edge. Gains about 6 or 7. +350 yards in each of first 5 games. First time since 1954. So 19 touchdowns scored. Most since 1970. Yeah, they're doing as good as they have been, even though they've only scored 20 points. But we knew Tampa Bay's defense would be strong. All right. 2nd and 4, Goff under center. Everyone's scrunched up toward the line, it looks like. Hands off to Reynolds, but the play is called dead on a flag. False start, offense 68. Taylor Decker. It's the first time I've heard your name, and that's not a good sign as far as that goes. Yeah, Ducker has 100 career starts now. He got the game ball last week because of it. All right, Goff takes the snap, passes, caught by St. Brown. It goes out of bounds. Another gain of like 5-ish yards. It's third down now. We're seeing Lions up on the row 1 on there, representing, showing on the camera. He has 100. Amon-Ra St. Brown is 112 yards now. Goff and shotgun. Play clock down at 4th. There we go. Snapped. Pass. St. Brown catches toward the out of bounds. First down. Yep, they get those third downs, and they get those passes to St. Brown. They're as good as anybody in the league at that. Kill. Handoff to Reynolds, and he's going around to the edge. He's gaining 6 or 7 yards, almost to the first down, so that might have been his biggest carry of the night. Kyron Williams of the Rams, game break, 156 rushing yards. Just gets a touchdown, it looks like. Or they're talking about it, something. I don't see Baker Mayfield headbutting his teammates like he used to. I think he's learned his lesson from that. Goff, pass. First down again to none other than St. Brown. He was in, had 2 defenders across from him, and he caught it once again. Looks like a zone defense type of scheme, as far as I know. Quick pass, dumps off to the rookie guy, gains some yards there. Not enough for the first down, but right at the 50. New running back guy, 33 from the practice squad. 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. This would be an ideal time to run the ball as best as you can to take some time off the clock, but who do the Lions have for running backs? Oh, yeah, Craig Reynolds. But they're trying to get far enough down in the field to be able to, be better for that endgame stuff. Handoff. Nowhere to go there. Now it's third down. They're promoting next Sunday, Lions versus Ravens at 1 o'clock. I'll be watching that game, but I will not be live streaming it. I'll be live streaming Monday Night Football, though, against the Raiders. Yeah, must stop for Tampa Bay. If they want to stay in this game, they got to stop them here. But the Lions, Goff pass down the middle, caught by Sam Laporta, first down again, down to the 40. The Lions can beat you in several ways. Today, they are doing it on those third down passes. Now Sam Laporte is getting the opportunity to do stuff. He only had one person covering him, and he was ahead of him that time. So 4:55 to go in the game. Ball's on what, the 42? Play clock down to 4, 3, 2. Now it's snapped. Down at the 40. Throws it at the feet, incomplete pass. He was pressured on that one. Goff hands off. Reynolds. Couple yards. Ball control, 34-35 compared to 20-38. 2/3 of the time, basically. Lions are good at ball control, too. That's one of the ways they beat you. Keeps the defense well rested, too. And you can tell the Bucs defense is getting tired because of how much they've had to have been on the field. They're showing Baker Mayfield. He looks like he's having a long day. It's like, oh, I just want this game to end and go home. Don't give them any hope. Third down, Goff, and he's getting sacked. Kalijah Canty gets the sack on Goff. The guy that everybody, all the Lions fans wanted them to draft at 18. Most of them did. I actually wanted Adetomawawe. I can't remember how to say his name. I memorized that perfectly. He was from Northwestern. He was an edge rusher, but he kicked in on the inside a lot. But the Colts drafted him, I think. Double A was my nickname for him. That was who I wanted. But they drafted Broderick Martin at the end of the third round, who has still been inactive. Oh, wow. Jack Fox punted it out of bounds near the 1 yard line. Jack Fox answering with his own good punt. I didn't realize the Lions were that far back in the field. I thought they were in field goal range. Well, crap. But the Bucs would have to get a touchdown, then an onside kick recovery, and then another touchdown to plus a 2-point conversion on one of those touchdowns. That's what they would need. But they have 3.5 minutes left? Yep, 3:45. How about a safety here? Get a safety, guys. Baker Mayfield gets rid of it. Quick pass across the middle, and that's a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Lee McNeil got close to Mayfield there. It's 2nd and 5. Mayfield dropping back. Passes caught to 13. First down and more. He stayed in bounds, so the clock is still ticking. 3:06, 3:05, 3:04 to go in the game. Both teams still have all three of their timeouts. No, Detroit used one of their timeouts already. Detroit has 2 left. Tampa Bay has 3 left. Mayfield going deep across the out of bounds. Incomplete. Intended for Mike Evans. Mike Evans just kind of trotting around like, I don't know if I want the Lions to trade for him now. If that's his, maybe that's just how good the Lions are against him. Pass is caught. Oh, huge hit from Tracy Walker. The pass was caught down the middle in front of the first down, but and he got flagged for it. He caught it, then boom. Walker was ejected in one of his only games last year against Philadelphia for similar stuff. Excuse me. Contact is to the shoulder. There's no foul on the play. Okay, no flag then. All right. I guess in the ref's defense, better to be safe than sorry. Third and 3 at the 25-yard line. Mayfield dropping back. Hutchinson almost getting there. He's got to scramble up there, and he's going to get sacked by Bugs. Julian Okwara, 99. Okwara's had a decent game. He's done stuff in this game, too. Fourth and 4, 2:15 to go. Play clock at 20. They snapped the ball. They were doing a play. Across the middle. First down. Across the middle. Godwin in front of Harrison. That's the 2-minute warning. If the Lions were ahead by a lot, then I'd start my post-game reaction video during the live stream right about now. But I prefer to wait until the Lions can get a turnover on downs. They can start kneeing it. Then I'll start to do it. Oh, yeah, I got more food in here. Just eating a banana. Waiting for the 2-minute warning to be over. Lions are up 20-6. We're late in the fourth quarter. Showing Lions fans at the Tampa Bay Stadium. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bucs. Mayfield and shotgun. They're at their 31-yard line. Dropping back to pass. He's going deep across the middle. Pass is caught down to the 45-yard line. And they're trying to hurry up. Hurry up to the line. Clock is running. Minute 40 left to go. Mayfield. Blitz. Wounded duck. Almost intercepted, but incomplete. Tracy Walker was there. Clock is stopped at 1:34. They were blitzing and was about to get sacked. So Tracy Walker was on the blitz. Who was almost intercepting it? Kirby Joseph? All right, Mayfield processing. Deep down the middle. Pass caught, first down at the 30, 29 to Godwin. So they're moving the ball and no huddle offense. Lions are blitzing again. Mayfield across there. In the end zone. Incomplete. Sutton with the coverage there. Tompkins. Incomplete. They went for the touchdown, but no. Nice almost takeaway from Sutton, but good coverage. Play clock down to 4, 3, 2nd and 10. Mayfield, there's all passing plays. Another deep one down the middle, incomplete. No flags. Receiver was looking at the ref like, where's the flag? Kirby Joseph was covering him, it looked like. That pass is just way too far out ahead of the receiver. Defense, Lions, total yards, 251, takeaways 1, sack 1, touchdown 0. Lions are on pace right now to not allow a touchdown in this game. Might have been the best defensive performance since the Campbell Holmes era, if my memory recalls. Assuming they don't get one right here. Mayfield, gets rid of the ball. Bounces right in front of the receiver. Incomplete again. That was 3rd and 10. Now it's 4th and 10. 58 seconds to go left in the game. To go for a field goal would not be enough points for what they need right now. So it looks like they're going to go for it. Mayfield, deep across the middle, incomplete again. It's a turnover on downs. $53 seconds to go. They just got to kneel it. The Lions, for the most part, have this game won. I'm going to start it now. Yo, dudes, Oren here. We just got back. The Lions defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by a score of 20-6. Well, technically, in my time, there's less than a minute to go. The Bucs just turnover on downs, but I'm starting it now. But another nail biter type of win for Detroit. They were playing a good team, and it's a team. The Lions can find multiple ways to beat you, and the running game, it was not as up to par, unfortunately, for unfortunate reasons. But the Lions got it done with their bread and butter play, the Amon-Ra St. Brown third down passes and everything. So, and they tried to pass to Laporta too, but you could tell the Bucs game plan for Laporta, and they seemed to have him covered tight. And there was a fair amount of pass deflections or incomplete passes from Laporta there. So, but the Lions found a way to get it done with the passing game. Goff with over like 300 passing yards. St. Brown over 110 last I checked. And, he had a really key touchdown play once Craig Reynolds was in and got a key block from him. Key blocks from other players around that play too, where St. Brown was scrambling around the edge, fighting the sideline, getting in that touchdown there. So, the offense scored 20 points and kept that streak going. The game's officially over now. Everyone's shaking hands. And the offense, even though they didn't score 30-ish points like they normally do, they did what they did to get the job done. I'll talk about Montgomery in a minute. The defense, both defenses really showed up in this game. Like the Bucs pass rush and their defensive line was very difficult, but you got to give them credit there. But the Lions defense was even better. And a key play way early in the game, because Mike Evans was wide open for a Hail Mary touchdown, but Isaiah Boggs got his hand up and did a SWAT rejection of the pass, went up. Will Harris caught it for the interception, and that set up the Lions for their field goal, which was their first 3 points of the game. And Riley Patterson, that reminds me, he did miss a field goal, his first and only attempt this season from 50-plus yards out, but he made two other ones from much closer. And we all knew that. We all expected that from Riley Patterson. He's accurate when he's closer, but when it comes to deep, he's not the most reliable. But the Lions offense is good enough to where we don't need him to be. So just wanted to point that out. But players like Alex Anzalone, shout out to him because he deserves it considering what he's going through. He played a great game, led with a bunch of tackles. He was everywhere. Jack Campbell was everywhere too. And as far as I could tell, like he was a close second in tackles, and he seemed like he was everywhere all over the field. Will Harris did a good interception there. He did what he could. He had a penalty which led to one of Tampa Bay's 2 field goals. So, you take the good with the bad with him. And, I saw McNeil in there a couple of times doing things. Charles Harris had some key stuff. Julian Okwara had a couple of key plays. I think a deflection on them and that sort of stuff. But Baker Mayfield had 0 touchdowns in this game. It looked like they were going to be a threat to pull away with the game at any point in time, but it never happened. Lions got better and better. Cam Sutton did a good job covering Mike Evans too, as far as I could tell. So, he finally got some recognition, and he had some key deflections there, especially late in the game with the end zone there. So, great all-around performance. Even the punters on both sides, it was a punter battle, which, the Tampa Bay's punter pinned them way back in the end zone twice. And then Jack Fox did the same thing at the 1-yard line later in the game, which made the Bucs have to drive longer than what they needed to. So, little things like that were what made both teams good, and the Lions just so happened to come out on top today. And David Montgomery, he was helping with the running and setting up the play action with his running, and then he had a key 19-yard, pass catch, and then he was hit really hard. Unfortunately, he had a rib injury, refused to the cart and just walked in on his own, out for the game, rib injury, which he's dealt with before. And, it's troubling. I hope that he'll be all right and ready to go for the next game. But this is my main concern from this game now, long term. The Lions running back core looks like it's right around the worst case scenario that it could be, with Jahmyr Gibbs out, David Montgomery out. Craig Reynolds had to step in. That number 33 guy from the practice squad was also in for a little bit. I honestly don't know who he is, but he stepped in for a couple. So we had to rely on Craig Reynolds, who had several 1 or 2 yard gain type of plays. But the Lions relied mainly on the passing play and those bread and butter middle across the middle passes to St. Brown for those first downs. So the announcers pointed it out. The Lions really dominated the third down plays and got the first downs when they needed them to. And that's one of the big keys, if not the big key to the win, because this was a game that the Lions had to grind out and win. And boy, did they grind out. Their time of possession was around 2/3 of what Tampa Bay was. Like 66% of the game was controlled by the Lions possessing the ball. And I think it tired out Tampa Bay's defense to the point where they were starting to commit back-to-back penalties and all that. And then we gained control of the lead, took the lead. We had control late in the game, forced Baker Mayfield to have to throw on all of his plays, and not everything was available. So that was toward the game when I felt like Baker Mayfield was more and more vulnerable. Although Baker Mayfield, even though he didn't have a touchdown in this game, didn't have good stats in this game, he looked as professional and as good as any quarterback I had seen. And I feel like, the Lions were lucky at times that the Bucs didn't do more with their offense, but also the Lions defense did show up and prove that they have a really good defense now. So those are my thoughts and opinions with all that. So they play Baltimore next week. I am hoping and praying that, Montgomery will be good, healthy and ready to go. Gibbs will be healthy and ready to go next week, because both of them at this time right now are out, and the offense needs to depend on them. Oh, and one more thing. Jameson Williams has arrived. He had like an 8-yard pass catch gain, and then he dropped a pass where he was like wide open. Well, kind of. It was sort of batted, and then like he got his fingertips on it right there, and he missed it. But then he had that 45-yard contested catch, which turned out to be a clutch touchdown. So now we can start factoring in Jameson Williams. That's all I have to say, but we got the win. We're still our lead in the NFC North is climbing, and not only that, but our lead in the NFC number 1 seed race overall is climbing, because the San Francisco 49ers lost because Jake Moody, Michigan people remember him. He unfortunately did not make that last field goal. So but yeah, all that being said, see you guys next week at Baltimore with the Baltimore game. Until then, go Lions, one pride. And thank you all for tuning in for my live stream. I will catch you guys later.